all education information purposes. Oh my God. All for educational purposes. We're going to have to redo this video a few times. Hey, welcome to the round table on a square table. Say what? This is where we're going to sit down with Vitruvian Health team members, trainers, myself, unpacking their training plans. Why are they doing what they do? Let's find out. What are the techniques or tips that we could implement right here, right now in our own training experiences? Look at their client success stories, what they've been doing to get people the results, so then you can use that information to help improve your own training, improve your own nutrition, or hack the system, and then also improving your lifestyle literally from this episode. So take notes and enjoy, and let's go. Alrighty, let's dive into supplements that can actually do something. Number one, disclaimer, this is all for educational, informational purposes. If you need any of this, my recommendation is to go see your local GP, get your bloods done, or get a blood referral, or hey, come to us. We got a whole bunch of them for the guys and the girls, and we can look and get in that sorted. So remember, all of this is for educational purposes through training, nutrition, and lifestyle, and from my past experiences working with other practitioners and doctors, but at no point does this constitute medical advice. If you're interested in getting medical advice, go see your local GP, get your bloods done personally for you. For example, if you do not need potassium, don't supplement potassium. Yet if your potassium is low, probably get some potassium. So this is the biggest thing, is when you're looking under the hood, getting that stuff checked. Like, we all have a car, not all of us, but if you have a car, what do? You need to get your oil changed. They go and check it out and they go, hey, you need your oil changed. So you get your oil changed. You don't go, nah, I think I'm going to put some Pepsi in it. No, we don't. So a lot of the time when we look at sports performance or cars, we treat them like a fine-tuned machine, but when it comes to the human body, we tend not to do that so much. So these are the top 5 supplements that I like to recommend with people when working for building muscle, fat loss, and so much more. Fun fact, if you're taking a fat burner, if you don't have kidneys or a heart or a liver, then yes, or a brain, you need fat burners. But Karl, I have those, then you probably don't need fat burners because those organs are working for you. Most fat burners are more caffeine related, so have a copy. Though some people like the taste, so go for it. All right, so we're not here to talk about fat burners, we're just here to talk about the fundamental ones. Creatine monohydrate is number 1. So, fun fact about creatine monohydrate, I can't take it. It is so annoying. So annoying. So, people say there's lots of research on it, but the thing is, I want to take it for, so they say like 5 grams daily, up to 10 grams, and that helps with strength, muscle building. But the thing is, I wanted to take like high dosage, like 20 to 30 grams, because it has improvements on cognitive function, brain health, and helps with sleep deprivation and memory. They used to give it to a lot of high impact, like people who are in car crashes or football athletes, to help with brain health. So for years, having never take it, whenever I did, I get cracked lips. I'd be drinking like 8-10 liters of water because it increases the intramuscular, increases the water in the cell of the muscle. And so we know this is the basic version. We're going to go in more detail in the next episode. So creatine monohydrate has all these benefits, but the thing is, it would leave me high and dry and just like crabby, and I would get lots of brain and headaches. So yeah, I would just try a lot of subs. I know we don't do try, but I used to try a lot and they never worked. However, there is a new one out there called True that I use myself. They use it to just a different technique on how they get monohydrate, and so far so good. So in my workout, I'll do my aminos and I do a 10-gram scoop, and I do that. If I haven't slept, so if I woke up in the middle of the night and I'm like, oh, feeling a bit cooked, I'll do another amino and creatine monohydrate post-workout, or add that, or I'll do 10 grams to my protein shake. So that's the first one. Second one is protein powder. So whey hydrolyzed or isolate, so it says isolate here, or plant-based. So if you're plant-based, you should do a combination. So there's a lot of rap with protein powder. So number 1, protein powder is purely convenience. It needs to be taste and flavorsome. If you don't like the taste, then don't do it. So number 2, let's go into protein powders. So protein powders are purely for convenience, and they help with lean mass and recovery, because not everyone can eat 4 meals a day. Maybe you're a lawyer, you're a doctor, a surgeon, and you don't have enough time in the day to eat your food. So protein shake is something that's convenient, that you can neck with a piece of fruit, and it's in, done, dusted. Second part to it is there's so many types. You've got protein hydrolyzed, isolate, concentrate. You've got casein, you've got plant-based, you've got rice, pea, psyllium husk, you've got pumpkin seed. Which one's the best? You've got collagen, you've got active collagen, you've got bovine collagen. What else is there? You've got amino acids. There's so much out there. So there's so many brands as well. But the biggest thing to remember is protein powders are for convenience. So if you're going to use a protein powder, one, it needs to taste good. Number two, it needs to be quality. So it shouldn't be, the taste is good, but the texture of it shouldn't be gluggy. And ideally for me is the quality of it. So texture, taste, quality. Now, most people don't really care about the quality and they just care about the taste and the texture. Sure. What do you look for? I look for hydrolyzed and isolate, because hydrolyzed is fast absorbing, isolate is a slow releasing. So if I've finished a workout, I personally want something that's quicker to absorb, because then I'm eating a meal 2-3 hours later. Isolate, slower releasing. Casein would be one that at nighttime, though some people will find they'll be phlegmy when they go to bed. So it's just maybe have it 2-3 hours later. Again, some people will do that. You could also just do cultured Greek yogurt as well at nighttime, because that's got protein in it as well. So pick the one that suits you. I used to get a little bit phlegmy at night, so then I wouldn't breathe as well. So I'd have to lie on my side and I would snore, and that would just keep Kate up. So it wouldn't quite work. Plant proteins, I love them because they taste delicious with cookies and collagen. But with plant-based proteins, you can use them in shakes as well. I mix mine with fruit. Whey protein is the king. Then plant proteins. And a lot of people say, this one's superior than this one. For 30 grams of whey protein, you get a full amino acid profile, so 30 grams. Now, for plant-based protein, you would need 40 grams, but varying different types of proteins. So pumpkin seed, rice, pea. It's 80% rice, 20% pea. So you need a combination of different plant-based proteins. And for a smaller frame person, 40 grams might bring their calories higher than the 30 grams serve. Yes, 10 grams of protein is 40 calories, but maybe because there's more, the seeds and the nuts, there's a little more fat and fillers in the plant-based one, so then naturally their calories are higher. So for someone in a weight loss phase, not so ideal. So if they can, do the whey one. Though, my honest opinion, I recommend people should rotate them. You shouldn't rely on one brand. So I'll do True, then I use a different version of True because it has carnitine and green tea extract in it, so cognitive benefit. Then I use White Wolf because they use a lot of varying seeds and nuts. Then I used to use 180 Nutrition, but that texture was just really, for me, but then I used to make brownies with it, so that worked out well. And then I'll do a collagen-based mixed with plant protein as well, and prebiotic. So I rotate proteins because I like variants, and then sometimes I'll use, at the moment, I'm using a hemp seed one, though I've noticed that I've been feeling a bit more lethargic this week since using it. So for me, I'm okay, I probably might not be doing what it says it's doing. So yeah, proteins, variants, and flavors, textures. Do note that there was a protein powder I used to use, purely pro quality. It was all quality. Texture and taste, it was dog shit and cat piss mixed together from the park in water. Ugh. But it was the best of the best. It was all quality. Ugh. But imagine drinking that every day. Ugh. If you can get something flavoursome, game changer. So that's where a gentleman called Sean, who made a company called Sabito, made a really flavoured version of their protein. And I was we need to be best friends forever. So yeah, protein is pure a convenience. Number 3, a supplement is omega-3 fatty acids or fish oils, or an algae. For plant-based people, you're looking at what's known as EPA and DHEA. EPA helps with inflammation, DHEA more cognitive brain. So you want a higher dosage of EPA for those who want to help with fatty acids, and DHEA, you want that for more brain. So my partner, we've got a baby on the way, so she's doing a high dosage of DHEA, because obviously building a brain is definitely what we want to look at. Usually when doing fish oils, we look at 3 grams for females, 4 grams for males, and that's of the quality oil. So if you got a fish oil capsule, it's not 1 gram, and you're cool, I need 3 of these. It's what is the oil. So we use a product called Designs for Health because they use these guys. So what I like about these guys is, so they've got 750 milligrams of EPA. So the capsule is 1.25, and they give you 250 DHA. So one capsule is the 1 gram that you need. So you only need 3 of these for the girls and 4 for the guys. Fish oil should be fine. However, like for Kate, for example, she wants high DHEA. I wouldn't recommend that one to her because you would get one that has higher DHEA than EPA. So when you work with Science for Health, you go get a consultation, we would look at bloods and we go, cool, based off that we do X, Y, Z, or based off your stress and what you're going through, we do X, Y, Z. So practitioners make sure that they align with the people. Because the last time I worked with someone who will not be named, we spent like $6,000. Kate got given 38 supplements, $6,000. And she took all the supplements and then the guy goes, she puked her guts up the next day, and the guy goes, "I'll take that supplement out." I'm like, "Really? That one supplement?" Next day, puked her guts out. He goes, "Oh, all right, take all the subs away. We'll start with one at a time." It's like, dude, like I could save $6,000. So, love about Science for Health is they make sure that all their practitioners make sure that they work with the person. They look at 1 or 2 things at a time, and they gradually will make changes to suit that person's need. They'll look at their microbiome, blood work, so everything is tailored to the person. So it's not one size fits all. Like what we're going through, creatine monohydrate. I usually recommend with a protein powder first, then creatine. But again, it's person dependent. Fish oil works with a lot of people with inflammation, want to lose weight. And then the next one, number 4, is a vitamin D. You can get it from the sun. So like we could recommend it, but just go outside, shirt off. So that's like hitting like the powerhouse cell. So it helps with immune system, hormonal function, energy. And for most people that are in an office, we typically have a deficiency. However, too much can lead to some health concerns. So usually recommend the bloods to be done.
What about the people who do graveyard shifts, so they can't go outside during the day because they're asleep?
Yeah, graveyard shift. For most of those people, yep, again, you could recommend vitamin D. Again, like I used to be that guy that would be like, yeah, those people should take vitamin D, but like now I'm like, get your bloods done, because you could have a large plant-based diet which has and like fats in your diet which gets you the omega-3s and the D3, and so then you wouldn't need it, because then if you gave that recommended D3 to someone, vitamin D, they now have high dosages which can lead to calcification, like, and they have liver problems and kidney stones, and it's like, whoops. So I've heard stories about people going the wrong way with it. So I'm like, yeah, just get your bloods on that one. Next is magnesium. So magnesium glycinate, citrate. These are the 2 main ones. Thanks, Dr. Manesh upstairs. He's telling me about glycinate. Helps with stress regulation, helps with, literally just calms the mind and the body, so then you can sleep better. Also can help with physical recovery. The thing is 75% of adults are deficient, according to the World Health Organization. 75%. So it's either you, me, the cameraman, or your partner. 3 of us have a deficiency. I supplement twice a day with it. And I do that because I want to be on the top of my game. So I know that I push my body harder, and so I'm going to burn a lot of that magnesium. So I need to add that on to keep on top. So those are our top supplements that we usually recommend to people, and we get their bloods done and we look to refer. And the biggest thing is just start with one at a time. If it doesn't work for you, stop doing it. And I think that's what a lot of people forget. They always think it's got to be more, not adjust. So for me, biggest stacks that I use fish oil in the morning. I use zinc. I use berberine. That helps with mobilizing glucose into the muscle. I then do a white one. What's that white one? I do 2 multivitamins, yep. And then morning I come here, I do 10 grams of amino acids with beetroot powder, because beetroot's a vasodilator, helps with blood flow. I do 10 grams of creatine. I've had not a great sleep. Actually, at the moment, I think I'm probably going to add creatine to my shake after. I could do a meal, but I do a protein shake. It's easier to chug away. I do greens powder and celery juice when I wake up as well. Then I do electrolytes with my 3rd meal with hydration. Helps with digestion. I've been working for 4 hours, probably not thinking properly or breathing, so it helps me rehydrate. And then evening I'll do paleofiber, Sinuplex, Geo Vibe for microbiome health. I do 2 scoops of night mag with glycinate, and I do a probiotic pre-bed. So those are my slap stacks at the moment. Going into more detail why I do all of those. That's what we do. See you in the next episode. Enjoy.